Smart people watch a fuckload of movies. There's a pattern I've noticed, and not just once or twice, I mean over and over and over again. A pattern that holds true with some of the sharpest, wittiest, most dangerously intelligent people I've ever met. They all watch a fuckload of movies. I'm not talking about the average Netflix enjoyer who watches crap to escape their depressing 9 to 5. I'm talking about people with lethal minds, people who walk into a room and instantly start reading the entire social chessboard like they've seen the whole game before. People who make jokes that slice like razors, who predict your thoughts 3 steps ahead, who feel alive and aware in a way most people will never understand. You sit with these types of people, and at some point, it all leaks out. They'll quote a scene, reference a plot twist, tie a philosophical point back to Fight Club or The Matrix or some obscure art house film that no one else in the room has heard of. And then you find out they've seen everything. They watch films like it's oxygen, not casually, religiously, obsessively, to a level that most would call excessive. But to them, it's not entertainment, it's data, it's fuel, it's pattern recognition. See, average people watch movies to shut their brains off. Intelligent people watch them to switch the fuck on. They don't just sit there munching popcorn. They study, they absorb, they decode human behavior, dialogue, timing, energy shifts, subtext, symbolism, emotional rhythm, narrative structure, visual language. Smart people treat movies like mind gym, like combat drills for social warfare. And you can see it in how they speak. Their wit is surgical. Their references are layered. Their understanding of human emotion deep as hell. Because they've been watching humanity play itself out in story after story after story. And here's the twist. Art imitates life, and life imitates art right back. When you immerse yourself in film and television, not the dumbed-down Marvel slop churned out by Disney's algorithm, but real stories, real tension, real human stakes, you start to see the code, the motivations behind people's actions, the fears behind their words. You start to notice shit other people miss. You walk into a conversation and you've already seen the archetype. You've seen this character before. You've watched them win. You've watched them fail. So now you know exactly what to say. Exactly where the emotional landmines are, because your subconscious has absorbed thousands of scenarios. It's rehearsed without you even knowing. That's why brilliant people are rarely socially awkward. They've studied people. And film is the most concentrated, high-density version of human interaction we've got. It's like watching a decade of life compressed into 2 hours. But people don't get it. They think binging movies is lazy. They think it's wasting time. No, dumbass. Wasting time is working a job you hate for 40 years just because society told you it's responsible. Wasting time is sitting on social media all day, comparing yourself to people faker than a politician's smile. But sitting down and really watching a film, that's education. That's mental nutrition. That's philosophy, psychology, sociology, aesthetics, all baked into one. Let me ask you this. You ever sit with someone who's seen The Godfather 100 times? They don't talk like other people. They don't move like other people. They carry a certain gravitas because they've internalized the way power works. How silence is louder than shouting. How presence is built through control, not noise. You ever meet someone who's dissected Tarantino's dialogue like scripture? They speak with rhythm. They play with tension. They understand timing, a concept most NPCs completely fucking lack. Do you think that's an accident? Do you think it's just coincidence that the best stand-up comedians are movie buffs? That the sharpest writers, the most clever thinkers, the master storytellers all grew up glued to the screen? It's not addiction. It's immersion. They're soaking in narrative IQ. They're downloading human experience like Neo in the Matrix, just sitting back, eyes open, absorbing everything. Now, yeah, there's a difference between passively consuming bullshit and actively studying mastery. Don't twist this. If you're watching reality TV and TikTok compilations and calling it education, you're just melting your brain. That's junk food. I'm talking about people who watch cinema, people who Press pause, rewind a line, study a frame, analyze a character arc. They see the craft. They respect it because they know it sharpens them. Because guess what? Film is the highest art form on the planet. It combines all the others: writing, acting, music, architecture, visual design, costumes, sound engineering, editing, lighting, rhythm, tempo, tone. It's the most complete form of human storytelling we've got. And if you learn to see it not just as a fan, but as a student, it fucking transforms your mind. You want to understand tension? Watch Whiplash. You want to understand masculine silence and consequence? Watch No Country for Old Men. You want to understand obsession, trauma, duality? Black Swan. Fight Club. Requiem for a Dream. You want to understand persuasion and political power? The Social Network. House of Cards. The Wire. You want to learn ambition? Scarface. Wolf of Wall Street. There Will Be Blood. These aren't just movies. They're blueprints of success, of downfall, of truth. And the more you watch, the more your mind starts operating on a higher level. You start speaking in archetypes. You start thinking in arcs. You start understanding consequence. That's why the sharpest minds are obsessed with film. Because deep down they know, consciously or not, that it's a fucking shortcut. It's a tool, a mirror, a teacher. They're not escaping reality. They're decoding it. So next time someone tells you you're wasting time watching movies, look them dead in the eye and ask, how much wisdom have you absorbed lately? Because I guarantee you, the guy who's rewatched Heat 10 times understands human nature more than the guy who spent his week refreshing LinkedIn and nodding at TED Talks. Smart people watch a fuckload of movies, and they come out of it 10 times sharper than the drones trying to optimize their schedule while their souls are starving for meaning. So press play, watch it again, take notes, and evolve. Because art isn't just for escape, it's for ascension.